So this is the new Fire TV 4K streaming stick. Just like the previous versions, its slick hardware is small enough to hide behind your TV and provide you with a premium viewing experience. But the new one is in 4K for just $10 more. The only other thing I can think of is Apple TV. How good is it compared to Apple TV? Well, here's everything you need to know about the new Amazon Fire TV 4K stick. Fire TV Stick 4K is bigger in size than previous generation, which makes sense because it not only supports 4K but also packs with better Bluetooth 5.0 versus the 4.1 on the current Fire TV stick, and 50% more buffer memory. Though there is one downside, this 10cm long Fire TV 4K stick will protrude from the edge of many wall-mounted TVs. Thankfully, you can fix that with HDMI extender that comes within the box. Overall, the new stick is significantly bigger as it offers better performance, so much so that Amazon claims the new dongle is 80% faster than the standard Fire TV stick. But how good is their claim? Well, let's test that out. Alright, I'll factory reset both the devices and test them on the same telly. Results? As you can see, the new Fire TV 4K stick is definitely faster than the previous generation. While the Fire Stick supports 4K, finding Ultra HD content on Amazon Prime Videos or Netflix isn't going to be all that easy, as there's no separate category for 4K or HDR content. Thankfully, you can search for 4K content using Alexa remote. For example, you say, "Alexa, show me movies available in 4K," and then it'll show you the ones in 4K. Though do keep in mind, streaming in 4K requires more bandwidth, and in case of Netflix, a more expensive plan. Amazon recommends 15 Mbps as ample for 4K streaming, while YouTube and Netflix recommend 20 megabytes per second. Besides 4K, perhaps the biggest improvement is the Alexa remote. The power button on the remote can not only turn on the TV, but also the volume control that was missing in the previous Gen Fire Stick. And that's not just it. The new Fire TV 4K stick can automatically switch the current HDMI input. For example, say my TV is on and someone before me was watching live cable TV. Now, all I do is click the home button on the Alexa remote and remote switches to the receiver to correct Fire Stick. There's no need to touch the TV remote at all. And not just that, with HDMI CEC currently set up, you can issue a single voice command to turn on your TV. Turn on the Fire Stick TV 4K and start playing an episode of, say, Jack Ryan. So these were the things that were improved in Fire TV Stick 4K. However, one thing that hasn't been talked about is screen mirroring. Yes, the mirroring feature in the previous Gen Fire Stick wasn't all that great, but turns out Amazon has completely removed the screen mirroring option in the latest Fire TV Stick, which is in 4K. So if mirroring is something you need, you better stick to the old Fire Stick or go for Chromecast. That said, a few things still remain the same. For example, YouTube. Fire TV is the only major platform that does not support YouTube TV, though you can get it working by using Firefox or Silk browser, just like the previous Gen Fire Sticks. Another thing that remains the same is the voice control with Alexa. Now, this might sound confusing to some of you, as Amazon advertises the new Fire TV 4K stick with all new Alexa voice remote, which lets you ask for weather, like say, "Alexa, what's the weather in London?" "Alexa, launch Netflix." But then again, with new software updates, all these features also work on all Fire TV sticks as well. We tested it on the old Fire Stick and it worked just fine, as it did with the new one. Overall, the new Fire TV 4K stick is a much faster dongle with 4K HDR support and a much needed power volume control with the Alexa remote. My only nitpick though is that they took out the screen mirroring feature altogether. I mean, it was a little bit buggy, but that doesn't warrant removing it altogether. So if you're considering buying a 4K streaming device, be it Apple TV or Fire TV stick, you're better off getting this one because it's only $50. While you're at it, check out Smart DNS Proxy if you're keen to unblock geo-restricted content on sites like Netflix, Hulu, Amazon Prime. There's plenty of other sites you can unblock, especially in 4K. I'm Vamsy, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Maybe not, maybe I will. It depends on who you are, if you're a subscriber or not.